Happy lunchtime too, guys. All right, so figure now that my family time is over, get back and as per normal, here we go again. Multiple videos. This is the third one of the day already. And we got a live stream tonight too. Uh, so a few of you have commented here. A couple of you have sent emails on this about the latest articles that you guys are seeing in the last couple of days, or I guess the last 12 hours or so, about the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission wanting to ban gas stoves. Now, this gets kind of interesting because we have a problem here with electricity. Okay. We just went through the Christmas storm. We had people, hundreds of thousands of people without power. You've got the storms going on in California right now, and you've got tens of thousands of people, if not 100,000 people without power right now because of the storms that are going through. Our grid is not reliable. Period. We know that, okay? There's no debate whatsoever that the grid is not reliable. Argue with me if you will, you're wrong. Done, okay? We know that. And so as preppers, a lot of what we have come up with are alternative ways to fuel our needs, okay? And whether it's propane, whether it's kerosene, whether it's solar, whatever would be. All right, this is what we do. But so now the Biden administration is weighing the option to ban gas stoves and gas ovens completely. Oh, they produce too much methane, but there's 50 years worth of studies. Oh, it leads to childhood asthma. And again, these are all fringe groups that they quote, just like all the fringe groups they quote on carbon dioxide poisoning the world, or this worked and is safe, or, they always, climate change. Let's find that 1% of scientists that say climate change is real and ignore the 99% that say it's bullshit. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing here. So now we've got the administration saying that we can't use gas stoves because they're inherently dangerous, okay? And using studies that have come over the last 50 years. Now I want you to think about this. Let's go back 50 years. That would be to 1972. Think about the car or truck that's in your driveway. Think about the car or truck that was in your driveway in 1972. Any difference? I don't know. Pollution controls, catalytic converters, emission controls. Yeah, things have changed. Okay. You can use 50-year-old studies. That's great. Well, you know what? Cigarettes are good because let's use studies that go back to the 1950s that 2 out of 3 doctors smoke Camels. Right? Okay. There was a time where they were saying cigarettes were healthy for you. Let's go back to the 1920s. Coca-Cola. Made with real cocaine. Right? Okay. This is the problem with going back to studies that are old. Technology changes. Things change. Things get better. That's worked throughout the history of the world. The original wheel, the cavemen who figured something was round, rolled. Okay. And it was out of stone. And then there was, wood. And, and now we've got rubber and things improve. Okay. This is it. Gas stoves have improved. Sure. Are there people in the States who still have 50-year-old gas stoves? Yeah. Okay. Are they the massive majority? No. Okay. Are they probably going to have to replace it? Yeah. Because one part goes out on it, doesn't work. The stuff that was made 50 years ago was made in the United States. It probably still works. The stuff that was made in 2010 was made in China. It's broken already. Okay. But sure, they're going to have to replace it because you can't get parts for it. Unless you're very good at creating your own parts, which a lot of people probably can. It's not like there's a lot of intricate engineering that goes into making a fire come out of a hole. Just saying. Okay. But so this is what they're trying to do. They want to ban them because of the dangers that are on stoves. Now, I'll give you this. roughly 40% of the American public cooks on a gas stove or with a gas oven. So I don't know, is this a deal for the appliance making companies to, hey, let's get everybody to make electric stoves, buy those? I really don't think so. I mean, Whirlpool or LG or whatever could care less if you buy a gas stove or an electric stove, okay? What's cheaper? Natural gas? Yeah, okay, by a long shot. Oh, but let's use solar. Ann Arbor, Michigan. Everybody needs to have electric stoves and use solar power in their house. Now, you guys have seen me do enough of these solar generator reviews, okay? Small size ones, mid-size ones, behemoths. And I put it through the paces to run a refrigerator, a coffee pot, a toaster, and if I can get big enough, a hairdryer, okay? Imagine trying to run your stove on a solar generator. You know the wattage that these things take. Your stove is not going to be able to do it. And we're all supposed to cook based on solar power now, right? We're all going, cool, maybe if I'm lucky, I can heat a hot plate because of the amount of energy it takes. I mean, a toaster is taking 1,500 watts or their whatever. A toaster, okay? Personally, I'd like to have more than 2 pieces of toast for dinner. So what happens when the grid fails? Which we know it's going to because it sucks. The infrastructure bill? Did we spend any money on infrastructure? No. Did we put a lot of money in people's pockets? Yep. Okay. The classic comment, okay, was out of the Consumer Product Safety Commission's commissioner, Richard Tumka, okay? This is his quote, all right? This is the guy, again, think Consumer Product Safety Commission. This is the guy who runs it, okay? This is what he said about gas stoves. This is a hidden hazard. Any option is on the table. Products that can't be made safe can be banned. Okay. Have we banned cigarettes? No. Why? Because the government gets a lot of tax money out of it. Have we banned alcohol? No, we tried that once. We had to have a constitutional amendment to undo that one. Okay. Have we banned cars? I don't know. Let's take a look real quick. How many people die in car accidents every year, and how many people die in stove accidents every year? Okay. Any option that's on the table, products that can't be made can be banned. I'm sorry, anything can be unsafe, depending on how you use it. Okay. This goes back to their bullshit assault weapons. Okay. I'm sorry, do I have an assault baseball bat? Do I have an assault kitchen fork? Okay. Yes, anything can be used in an unsafe manner. Anything can be used in a safe manner as well. Again, this is complete overreach by the administration, complete, totally, okay, to force you into doing something that goes along with their globalist ideas. Save the planet. We have to have an electric stove to save the planet. No, we don't, okay? We have no need whatsoever to not use the resources that God gave us. If God gave us the resources, chances are God wanted us to use the resources. Just saying, okay? We don't have moon dust here. Why? Because there's no need for it, okay? If God wanted us to have it, he would have given it to us. Pretty simple stuff. God gave us natural gas. God gave us propane. Let's use it. Again, these idiots will not realize that the world cannot run on electricity, and it certainly can't run on a solar. How many times do I need to explain to these people who probably don't watch these videos anyway, but they're out there somewhere, that if you charged every single freaking battery in the world, every one of them, we have enough power to run the world for 75 seconds. I don't know. I can't make a bag of popcorn in the microwave in 75 seconds. I certainly can't cook dinner that fast. Okay. Their idea? Well, we'll give an $850 tax rebate or tax credit to you for going out and getting rid of your gas stove and putting in a electric stove. I hate to tell you this. My propane stove, again, you guys know this, the only thing that in my house that runs on propane is my stove, other than the backup heater I have. Okay, and I put that in. Okay. The only thing that runs on gas, propane, in my house is that stove. Is there anywhere to plug in an electric stove there? No, because when the house was built, it was set up for gas. So what would I need to do now? Oh, I'd need to go out and buy a new stove, which there's the $850. And then I'd need to hire an electrician to come in here and wire that area with the correct outlet to run a stove. Now, the government may be able to pull money out of the air or go print it or go out in the rose garden at the White House to the money trees, but I don't have one of those. So it would cost me money to do it for something that is less efficient and more expensive. Yeah, let me see how well that's going to work into my household budget. Let me pay for something that doesn't work as well but costs me more. Yeah, that seems to be a whole lot of my mantra in my head, how I do. Let me buy the most expensive thing that sucks, because I do that all the time. You know, I know a lot of you guys ask me about this. Again, is another idiotic idea. What we should be doing is telling all the people that have electric stoves that you're a drain on the grid and you need to be converting to gas because it's more efficient, it's less expensive, and it won't put so much of a drain on everybody else in the country. Because if we're all supposed to go to electric cars, gee, honey, we have a choice tonight. I can either charge the car so I can go to work tomorrow or we can eat dinner. What do you think? I don't know. Right now, I can cook on my gas stove, put gas in my truck. I can have a hot dinner and go wherever the hell I need tomorrow. Sorry, Joe, for reason number 8,423,206, you're wrong. Again. Pinball out.